Prime Minister Narendra Modi appealed that the mega Kumbh Mela should now only be symbolic amid the coronavirus crisis, stressing that it will give a boost to the fight against the pandemic. Huge gatherings of tens of thousands of pilgrims along the banks of the Ganga River in the last few days have sparked nationwide concern as India, hit by the second wave, sees an alarming surge in COVID infections. A seer has died from COVID-19 and several others have tested positive for coronavirus after attending the Kumbh Mela festival. In a tweet, the Prime Minister said he spoke to one of the top seers, Swami Avdeshanand Giri of Juna Akhada, over the phone and made an appeal about the religious festival that attracts millions of devotees. I appealed that two Shahi Snan royal baths have taken place and Kumbh participation should now be kept symbolic. This will give a boost to the fight against the coronavirus crisis, Prime Minister Modi tweeted in Hindi. Jailed Rashtriya Janata Dal leader Lalu Prasad Yadav was granted bail in a case linked to the Bihar fodder scam by the Jharkhand High Court today. The former Bihar Chief Minister was serving his sentence in what was known as the Dumka Treasury case, where he was convicted of withdrawing 3.13 crore from the treasury in the city in Jharkhand, formerly in Bihar. Mr. Yadav, currently in Delhi's All India Institute of Medical Sciences for treatment, had earlier got bail in 3 out of the 4 cases linked to the swindle of government funds meant for cattle fodder. With the bail in the Dumka case, he can now return home after being released from the hospital. Justice Aparesh Kumar Singh said the Bihar leader can neither leave the country without permission nor change his address and mobile number during the bail period. The Dumka Treasury case involves the funds taken from the Dumka Treasury by Bihar's Animal Husbandry Department officials between 1991 and 1996 when Lalu Yadav was Chief Minister of Bihar. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, accompanied by 15 newly elected members, today met Governor Satyapal Malik at the Raj Bhavan in Shillong to stake claim for the formation of a new executive committee of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. At present, there are 29 elected members, while 1 member will be nominated by the governor. The 15 elected MDCs have formed the Garo Hills Democratic Coalition that comprised of 11 members from the National People's Party, 3 independents and 1 Garo National Council. 2 elected members of the BJP were not present. State BJP President Ernest Mauri said that the 2 MDCs have not reached Shillong and will meet and decide. The chairman of the GHADC, Garo Hills Autonomous District Council, will be Rakesh A. Sangma, while the chief executive member will be Benedict Marak and deputy chief executive member will be Nikman Marak. Voting for the bypolls to Serchhip Assembly in Mizoram got underway amid high expectation among the ruling Mizo National Front MNF, main opposition Zoram People's Movement ZPM and the Congress. Polling started at 7 a.m. this morning. The voter turnout at 1 p.m. this afternoon was 55.5%. As per reports, the polling process was going on very smoothly in all the 29 polling stations and no technical or EVM issues have been reported. The bypolls to Serchhip seat have been necessitated by the disqualification of incumbent MLA Laldu Huma, who is now contesting on a ZPM or the Zoram People's Movement ticket. 6 candidates are in the fray for the Serchhip bypolls in Mizoram. In view of the rising number of COVID-19 cases, the Indian Railways Ministry has announced that a fine of Rs 500 shall be imposed on passengers for not wearing face masks on the railway premises or during travel in trains. The order has been issued on face masks for a period of 6 months till further instructions. The ministry has decided to take various measures in order to contain the spread of the resurgence of COVID-19 pandemic. One of the specific guidelines is to wear face masks or covers. Fine up to Rs 500 shall be imposed on persons for not wearing a mask in railway premises, including inside trains, tweeted the Ministry of Railways.